Roque doing the listening in Hacho. Nana Aku Kranchi Sampa in DC. Julius Mantia reporting from Tema. Well, you know it. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know, I'll say that again. Well, folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansah Kwao the Fourth, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa, and I say thank God it's Monday. To some of us, Mondays just can't come quick enough. While others are getting Monday blues, we get Monday excitement so that we can meet to perform this wonderful ritual. Only on the very, very discerning frequency, Joy 99.7 FM. A ritual that I call That's My Opinion. A ritual to inform and educate us. So let us all gather and make truth good. Our topic today, Happy Birthday Ghana. Our topic today, Happy Birthday Ghana. 65 years. 65 years, folks. 65 years. And there's the general disappointment with citizens as to where we are as a country. They thought, no, we should have done more than this. But then there are a few who say, oh, don't beat yourself too bad. We're still a young country. So you shouldn't be too hard on yourselves. Country is still young, only 65 years. There are others who are on the other extreme end who think, look, at 65, we have done nothing and we have nothing to show for. But folks, if for nothing at all, there's religious harmony. Oh yes. We are able to interrelate seamlessly. Folks, you go to any meaningful, any serious program, national, regional, any serious program. And it will start with a prayer from either a Muslim or Christian and end with either the other. Either if you start with a Christian, you end with a Muslim. If you start with a Muslim prayer, you end with a Christian prayer with no qualms. Nobody's going to say, well, I'm not a Muslim, so I'm not standing up, or I'm not a Christian, so I'm not standing up. No, we would all stand up and respect and have our prayer seamlessly, beautifully. Folks, in building the National Cathedral, the chief imam makes a huge donation. Chief imam makes a huge donation towards the building of a National Cathedral. Now you may think it's nothing. But folks, it's a very huge step to peace maintenance and building. It is huge. Maybe because most of us have grown up with it and seen it. To us, it is normal. It's an everyday occurrence. But no, it's not. It's a very unique and beautiful feature that we have here. Because you see, religious misunderstandings are not the easiest to solve. And all over the world, there's a deep suspicion between these faiths. Here, we are Muslims waiting to chill with us during Easter and Christmas. Christians are also sharpening their teeth to join the Muslims while they are slaughtering the animals for Eid. We're just sharpening our teeth. We are not bothered about the faith. Just bring us some of the rice and the meat and we will join you. Now for that I say Ayiko. Folks, for that I say Ayiko. Because you see, the day we wake up and truly decide to build, we will have peace and harmony, which is a major ingredient in nation building. Folks, the issue about faith misunderstanding, if you haven't been in, you don't understand. How can you go to one faith and tell the other faith that, my faith is better than yours or my God is better than yours? I mean, how do you convince somebody like that? It's impossible. And so if there's no conflict like that, where I respect your faith and you respect mine, I am telling you, it is a huge percentage of bonding together and building. And so I say, are you called to us? However we achieved it, yes, you have misunderstanding here and there, but there's always been misunderstanding. But generally, we have a chief imam who for his centenary will walk into a Catholic church and celebrate his centenary, a huge milestone in his life. Goes to church, goes to the Catholic priest, says, I'm here for blessings in the church. It is a milestone. So, for our 65th birthday, if for nothing at all, folks, we have to smile and say, are you equal to that? But folks, you see, at 65, what would we have wanted for our birthday? What present would best suit us at this moment? Yes, as a country, what birthday present would we have wanted at 65? And looking at our circumstances now, here and now, what would we have wanted? And I'm sure with everybody's birthday, that's what happens. Somebody gets to a certain stage in their birthday and they need a car. Somebody gets to a certain stage in their birthday and, they just need a watch. Somebody gets to a certain birthday and they probably just need their children around. So at every given time, there's something that you need for your present. It can't be constant that every year you want, a candlestick. No. As the years go along, your wishes and your wants and needs will change. So looking at us, Ghana today at 65, what would we have wanted? Folks, as funny and as comic as it may sound, Ghana and the South, African sub-region here, we are really struggling to carry its citizens along. And in governance where you can't shoot everyone, where you can't jail everyone, you need a majority to come along with you. And as a leader, you must be able to drive them along. And when times are hard as it is now, when petrol prices are, hitting the roof and things are hard whether you like it or not, one way to get to your people is to throw it back at them. What do you want for your birthday? Ghana at 65, what do you want as a present? Maybe you can list 3 to 5 items and ask them which is more important to you so we can start with it. Which is more important to you? Near fan start. Folks, one of the things I don't get is this marching business. Now, I love the idea of moving the celebration from region to region. But as to whether we should be there to spend millions in marching past nothing, I am not sure. Looking at Cape Coast today and the things they need, the castles that need to be refurbished, the tourism infrastructure, cleaning of their beaches to really attract people to make the money, I don't think students and masqueraders marching will be on their list. I don't know. I'm just guessing from sitting from here. I don't think if you went to any chief or any indigene in Cape Coast today and say, sir, for your 65th birthday, all these millions, we have these millions at stake. Should we give it to students to come and march past one day? Or should we clean up Cape Coast? Do infrastructure to all the Kakum parks and the castles and clean the beaches and stuff like that? I don't know if they will choose marching. But who are we to talk? Master say, 3 bags full, so we follow. But the consequence is that if Master say, then after that Master can go. We are not going with Master. And at the moment, leadership needs us. Find a way to rally us along. Folks, the irony is that most things worthy of marching past have either collapsed or been sold. We can't march past the Great Black Star Line. For the young ones who don't know Black Star Line, once upon a time, Ghana had a fleet of ships. On the international seas, we had our own shipping line, the Black Star Line. Had infrastructure all over the world. Even in the UK, they had a major office in the UK, properly established. Ghana Airways equally had offices all over the world. Well established. Ghana Telecom, the glass company, the tire company, the cannery. Most industries we have are gone, sold, collapsed, whatever it is. These were worthy things that you could march past. March past and say, look at our ships, look at our planes, look at our glass factory, look at our tire factory. March past these things. Here we are with absolute no financial independence whatsoever. So you ask, why are we still marching? At a huge cost. The logistics, I can't possibly fathom the logistics. Moving all these teams there to go march. But we march, and we march on. 65 years. What would we have wanted, folks? What would we have wanted? Folks, prudence. Imagine at 65 we said prudence. Can we start with prudence? As a birthday present, let us be prudent. There are a few deputy this, deputy that positions that we can definitely do without. Folks, there are some deputies that people will point them out to you and you wonder, oh really? Are they also in government? Say, yes, they are there. And, they even have a policeman following them. And had it not been the policeman, you wouldn't even have known that this person was somebody that you want to beat, catch, shoot, whatever. I don't know. I don't know so. I don't know so hobby. Deputy this, deputy that position that we can definitely do without. And those who are privileged to stay in their jobs, folks, can they be paid according to some targets that have been set? Because at the moment, all these government institutions, most of them run at a huge loss. And still, the CEOs are living on all their benefits and allowances and their luxury cars, fueled for free and everything. And yet, the institutions that they are running are not producing anything. They are running losses. And sometimes you look at their competitors in the private sector, as small and disadvantaged as they are able to make profit. And they, with all the advantages and the government machinery and everything, will still turn up at the end of the year and said, we made nothing. But it doesn't affect how much they earn, their bonuses, nothing is affected. Can we also look at that? To say now, we will pay you according to what you achieve. And these are the realistic targets that you should achieve. Folks, maybe cleaning Ghana, cleaning and tidying up. Let me add tidying up. As a present, 65th birthday present, we open the box and there's cleaning and tidying up. Removing all badly placed signposts. I mean, sometimes there's a chaos of signposts. War, literally a war of signposts everywhere. You get to a junction and you can't even see cars coming because of signposts. And you know what the irony is, right? One of the three main institutions that are supposed to educate the masses, one of the three main ones are obviously the education institutes, the religious institutes, and the political institutes. These are machineries, or these are institutions that really should educate the masses. You know what? They are the ones who littered the whole town with posters. Come and register for this course, come and register for that course, stuck on every wall, every bridge, every pillar. Miracle this, miracle that, vote for me, vote for him, vote. The whole town is a cluster of papers. And I'm saying, ironically, it's coming from people who should know better. Because if you're saying vote for me, you are the person to come and tell me, say, do not break this law. Don't post any letter. If you are in the church, you are the one who should know, say, this is breaking the law. If you are in education, then they say, but they are the leading culprits. So while we are cleaning, can we peel all these stickers from the town? And particularly the main cities, choked gutters. Let's use our birthday to tidy up. Because it's 65th birthday, people won't say it's an MPP thing or it's an NDC thing. We're Independence Day. So we are all in it. We are all in it. Maybe get some big chiefs and some big pastors to even lead the crusade. Let us all get out there and bring sanity, cleanliness into the towns. Clean and tidy. Order. Let there be order. Let everybody put just one little tree in front of their house. Just one tree. For our birthday present. For our birthday present. Folks, I mean, the 6th of March fell on a weekend. So what do? We take the weekday 2 off. Just a holidays, right? Just a Fortunately, the 6th March fell on the weekend. So we will do all the March pass on the weekend, blow all that money, and then come the Monday when we have to go and work and recruit the Monday. Jack, we are hot. And I keep saying this, that once upon a time, I think Fidel Castro, the sugarcane harvest was late or whatever it is. So he postponed Christmas. He says, no, we can't have Christmas because we need the sugarcane to sell for the state's GDP. So he pushed Christmas to June, July. Oh, baby said, come June, July, I'll give you the days to celebrate your Christmas. You see, if you don't do something drastic like that, it's difficult to get people to follow you. Because if everything is as business as usual, then we are all in it. Folks, my third on the list will be very, very radical, but it's serious. That you should put most of these V8, state V8, on auction. Get the private companies to buy it and run it. Because, you see, apart from it being expensive to buy, you take that thing to a garage and they just put 6 liters of oil in it. Just 6 liters of oil and a filter. And in Ghana, even cars that have to do a 2-year service, in Ghana, every car has to do 1 month service. The price they bring, you ask, Nasa, was it the president's blood you put in the engine? Or is it the same oil that we pick up at 50 cedis and 60 cedis a gallon? The price. So all these things jumping up and down will go to to these garages once a month. 5,000 kilometers or a month. They do a service. And these modern cars are doing 20,000 or 2 years oil service. Okay, let's say we are dusty. It's a dusty country. So at least 15,000 or even a year to do an oil service. But not us. Not us. And they are just piling on this bill and this bill. So it has become very hard to drive people along. So for our 65th birthday, where your agenda is to drive people along, give them a present. I've proposed this. Maybe there are others that people can propose. So you open your box and say, this is what my father has given me. He's giving me prudence. He's giving me, modesty. And we're doing cleaning and tidying up. So when daddy says wake up, you wake up. When daddy says sleep, you sleep. Because see, folks, all this call for cool this, cool that, cool this, I don't think it's necessarily that people want to see a president in a camouflage. They just want to see somebody who can insist on law and order. The same laws that we already have. Good old Dampari comes, shakes the system a bit, and everybody's happy. Accra, the minister for Greater Accra, comes, shakes the system up. He didn't do anything. He's just enforcing the laws which are already there. He hasn't brought any revolution. He hasn't brought anything new. Just the same laws in the book, no? And he's probably even just pushing about 30% of it. He's not even doing all. Just about 30%. But look at the support he's getting. Even though his party people may not like it. But generally people think, go on. More of those. So when people are saying cuckoo, I strongly believe all they need is somebody who can enforce laws. I mean, camouflage. What's the difference? What's the excitement? Somebody who's wearing a camouflage. No, but somebody who can put their foot down and say the laws are already here and it must work. So happy birthday, Ghana. But what would you have wanted as a birthday present? Ariel says, cut down income tax. PAYE is just too much. That's the president I want. Ariel, I think most people would want the same president. But it's 0302-216-541. What would we have wanted as a birthday present? Okay, so who's my first caller?
Good evening, the great king of Ansah, Ansah. I hope you're doing wonderful.
Very good.
Ajima,
let me hear you.
By the age of 65, that we are heading towards our old age, and we need to be counting our blessings. We are counting our losses. This is a time that you should realize that you've left properties for the grandchildren to come and inherit, but we are rather leaving debt for them to inherit. It's a pity. For the sake of time, I just want to hit on one thing that bothers me too much. And that time, our refinery is not refining for so many years. We are having oil on our water, but they carry it somewhere. And now, because of financial constraints and the dollar to our city, we are suffering. Dollar is killing us, and the increase of fuel. When they increase fuel, every commodity is increased. If they can't repair the machines, or if they are obsolete to the extent that it can never do anything for us, why can't we build a refinery so that we can get all the byproducts here, and yet we are buying, I mean, finished products with a huge amount of money, yet our suffering. Nana, we are just growing as a country, Nana. God be with you.
God be with you too. God be with you too. Hello, and who's talking to me?
Yeah, Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Kofi, let me hear you.
Yes, there are two things. Number one is about the cleanliness of the country. So here, the major cities. Yes, the Accra regional is doing very well. The regional minister is doing very well. But I think we can use our brothers who are the other side of the law, that are the prisoners. From Oyarifa coming to Medina, I've been seeing them, and the good job that they are doing is marvelous. So if you could extend that one, they are even happy they are in town and helping the nation building. With the birthday, the birthday I want to see is when we start doing small things. Either we'll partner with the magazine and Abosu Kan people and then Apostle Producer for the wheelbarrows, common tools like mattock, pickers, shovels, and farm implements. We should be able to do it. It looks as if the science and technology and the business is thinking about which we can do something like the tech is doing, and then the Honorable Apostle Kojo is doing big cars. We don't need that thing now because we can't do it well and we can't compete. So why don't we do small farm implements, equipment, and stop importing so that our forest exchange burden will be reduced. And then upon that, we can improve the skills. Because a nation that cannot do its own tools is a failed nation. Politicians can do whatever they can do, but they can't help. They manage what they have. So if we, the people, the business people, start doing something, taxes will come, money will come, will improve upon our life, and then any government that we have will be forced to manage the resources that we are able to accrue internally here. Donna, thank you so much.
Well, thank you too. I thank you too. 0302216541. Hello, who's talking to me?
Nana, good evening. I'm Niaji from Samsung.
Let me hear you.
Nana, I'm among the youth in Ghana. I'm within my 35 years old. And I see friends in my age group who have done with their tertiary education looking for employment. Day in, day out, all the government tells us the same thing. Now they say we should create employment for ourselves. How do we do that? And there's nothing to show that even a youth can raise capital, let's say 5,000 Ghana cedis to start a business. How much are they paid for their service allowance? How much can they save to start a business with that allowance? There's no cushion that can help youth to raise capital to start any business. And yet, every year when there's independence, we spend much to celebrate it. And I tell you, most of us don't talk to be Ghanaians. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. 0302216541. Hello, who's talking to me?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Akwesi.
Akwesi, let me hear you.
Okay, so if I have the power that be, I would resurrect Nkrumah with his vision, resurrect Rawlings with his discipline, combined together. Then we'll attach or include patriotism from all of us. That's what we need. Add some little common sense, and then we move forward. I've been marching. Let me not say I've been marching. I marched from primary JHS high school. Back then it meant something. But this very year, when I was home, just reminiscing through all that, I asked myself, was it really worth it? Because I don't really see the essence. I don't see what it is that we are celebrating. And I've always said we need to get the basics right, and then we'll build on it. 65 years, some may say we are too young a country, but just like the saying, the false saying, life begins at 40, it's not true. Life begins the moment you are born. What you do right now is what you will enjoy at that 40, not at that 40 before you try and do something. Okay? So till we get the basics right, another 70 years will come. Ghana at 70, and we'll be saying the same thing. See, recently about this whole STEM science thing, see, it's good, but aside that, till today, we still have schools under tree in Ghana. So how about we eradicate all of that? Make sure that every part of the country, every village, there's nothing like schools under tree. Then we are going somewhere. But if you have schools under tree, it's like you've not even start from one. No one can 10. The foundation is not even weak. It's not strong. Every do people so let's get the basics right in every aspect of our lives as a nation.
Thank you very much. Let's get the basics right. Hello. Lower your radio set for me, and then let's have a good talk. You can hear me through the mic. So hello.
Anna, good evening.
Good evening. Who am I talking to, please?
This is Johnson, Nana.
Johnson.
Yes, Nana.
Let me hear you.
Nipacho, good evening.
Good evening.
Oka Land Cruiser, yes, Land Cruiser, yes, the labor could question 8,000 and a pump for 20 pump for every. And you say anything. Timmy Monday and come up parking Land Cruiser is an kind of boy. I'm fine if I did the birthday no my.
Most people will agree with you on that. 0302216541 at age 65. Look at how every okay. This is Daniel Akofu. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello, Nana. This is Francis from Adenta.
Francis, let me hear you.
All right. Thank you very much for your good work that you're doing for Ghana.
Thank you.
Nana, in fact, I am a young man. I'll be 30 this April. And, some of us, we grew up in the village. But through education, small education up to SS, we have decided to be listening to some of you guys. And in fact, you have liberated our minds. And what I would wish for Ghana as a birthday gift is that kind of patriotism. Nana, I have listened to John Rawlings, some video that he talked about littering the environment, and that he said during his time, you dare not to do that. In fact, since that time, I never, even if I go to a place and I drink pure water, I'll put the rubber into my pocket, and I'll make sure I come home before I put it into the dustbin. In fact, I haven't seen Mr. Manasseh Azuri before, but through the work that he's doing, I can tell you that I wish I could speak to Manasseh. Those kind of things. I'm a young man. My education level is up to SS. In the village. But because I listen to you people in the radio, so I'm trying to better my English. But the work that they do for Mother Ghana is making I don't know how to express myself. So kudos to Manasseh. Kudos to News File host.
Samson.
Something. Kudos to Martin Amidu. I mean, those people, I want to be hearing those people. I mean, and I thank you very much, and including you. Thank you very much. You are educating some of us. This is my first time calling Joy FM, so thank you very much, Nana.
Well,
Bye-bye.
I thank you too. I thank you too. I thank you too. Good, Nana. Good evening. I think we should go back to community cleaning. That everyone must get involved, both young and old. Come out on Saturday mornings with our headpans and the rest. When we involve our children from the primary schools to tertiary, every place will be neat, and we will not wait till Christmas or anniversary before we beautify our country. Clarissa, Sakumono Estate, 0302216541.
I'm listening to.
Okay, so who do I have on the phone? Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Who am I talking to?
This is Pascal from Nima.
Let me hear you.
Big bro, this is my first time listening to your program, and I must say that I really enjoyed your show, and I think the lesson for each and all of us as patriotic citizens is that the youth of this country are failing their responsibility as citizens of this country. What am I saying so? Now, for every country to develop and for every country to prosper, it takes the power of the youth and the youth coming together to work. But in this case, you have some youth upon all that is going on in the country, they still follow these political parties. And to me, I think the solution to this problem is sensitization, like educating the youth, making them to know that the black man was able to do that in Kwame Nkrumah's time. We were able to do that as independent country. Kwame Nkrumah stayed for 9 years on the throne, and look at the things that he did. How many years have NPP and NDC stayed on this throne, and what have they done for us, bro? So just imagine if Kwame Nkrumah has not built the Akosombo Dam. By this time, what do you think Ghana would have been? You understand? So I just don't want to speak much, but my present I will give to Ghana at 65 is I'll give them education, education and history about who Ghana is. Thank you very much, bro.
And every Monday you have to tune in, yeah? Hello, who's talking to me?
Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Daniel.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yes. I was born and bred in Tama. In fact, in my case, I'm looking at how even land is sold in Ghana. One would wonder when what those who are coming after us by 30 years, what they will depend on. You look at how land is being sold, it is very bad. A country like Singapore, I was there about 4 years ago, very small. You just need 45 minutes to travel from the north to the south. They don't have land. I requested from one of the guys, the tour guide, he told us point blank that in Singapore, no individual can sell a land. There is a good system in place. When you are youth, just when you have left university, you can pick your 1 bedroom, live within it. When you get married, you can be there. When you start to get children, you move into a 2-bedroom house. After some time, when your kids are old, you can decide to come back to 1 bedroom, which I think is far better. But in Ghana, if you don't build a house now, it is a crime. You understand? So you ask yourself, when all land is being occupied, those who will come after us, what are they going to do? Can there be any system, any proper housing system? Because as we speak now, somebody is on retirement, but he's even living in the center of town, which certain times to me, he doesn't even need it. You understand? Let us look at that.
It's a very good suggesting land management. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Nana, please, how you doing?
I'm very well. Yourself?
By grace, oh,
Good.
we thank God for another day. Anyway, Nana, we have a lot to talk about concerning the goodness of Ghana. Concerning holidays and all that we spend money on that doesn't benefit us. One will ask. So if it's an individual's business or individual's nation called Ghana, would they be running it like this? No. What we've been doing to ourselves also, we the young who find ourselves in most of the corporate institutes with some of these big men, especially in the political forefront, when they see the leaders taking certain actions, which doesn't or which they know wouldn't help we the young ones and our generation, sometimes they have to speak. Sometimes they have to, show certain action. Not that you are going to be rebellious about certain decision making, but looking at somebody like I don't want to mention the name. We have a lot of young guys in the system who are able to speak and let some of the leaders know that this direction that you want to take us through will never benefit us. So let's do the right thing in this particular sector that they can benefit us. But one thing is, we are doing things in a way that the Ghana doesn't belong to anybody. So anybody who gets access to a position will have to do anything better for him or herself. At the end of the day, nothing else. We are pleading. The nation belongs to ourselves. It is not for anybody. Wherever that you go up, you still come to Ghana. So whatever that we need to do that we can keep our nation better, and whatever that we need to do, we should do it. We should be disciplined. We should pay our taxes. We should do things as a leader. We should make sure that people are disciplined, doing things in a conformity way, just as we do in our homes. Or else, when we say we want to do it at the mass level, it will never hold because we don't want to do it that way. Nana, we have a long way to go, but with God, all things are possible. God bless us all.
God bless you too, my brother. 0302216541 Ghana at 65. What would we have wanted for our birthday present? What would we have wanted for our birthday present? Who's my last caller?
Yes, my name is Beniza from Cape Coast. Good evening, if you can.
I can hear you, Beniza from Cape Coast. In fact, you are in Cape Coast, so maybe you can answer my question for me.
Yes, but first off, let me see that Mondays without, that's my opinion, it's like Ghana without 11. Nana, once upon, what would we have wanted? Once upon a time, there used to be Ghana Tele GT, which operated one touch. When I decided to use cell phone, I immediately went in for O2 at the time because it belonged to Ghana. Where is Ghana Telecom now? It has been sold off by these same politicians with all sorts of reasons. Now, Ghana Telecom had a board of directors, okay, who will use this to build their CV that I was a board member, Ghana Telecom, to go and look for another job or whatever it is. Meanwhile, GT has collapsed. Nobody is asked any questions. Nobody is punished. This is the sort of country we are in. All right? Now, by way of winding up, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Amprachu Sapon, was at KIE prison, singing the praise of the government, that $2 million, okay, has been released for the evacuation of our nationals from Ukraine. Nana, this money, this amount, if we use it to expand facilities in our various medical schools, who will go and risk his or her life in another country?
I think it's a good point. I agree with you. If we were to put $2 million into a medical facility here, maybe people from Ukraine would rather come and pay the school fees and we will make the money. I agree with you there. Well, 8 days more, the Great Revolution, 22nd of March, 2022, 5 p.m. at the Regent Hotel. The Great Anticipation, room 5005. Broken but beautiful, 25 years in media. One and only Ohene Ire, celebrating his 25th anniversary in media and launching 2 books, room 5005 and Broken but Beautiful. Watch out and stay put for it. In the meantime, this one says, please, the name of my mom is Vida Okai. Her birthday is tomorrow, 15th March, and it's coming from her beloved children from Malejo. And the same birthday tomorrow, Terry, Rachel, Abby, and Adelaide. Well, it's Terry's birthday tomorrow. Share your birthday with your mom. Rachel, Abby, and Adelaide, I'm sure will be there to support you. But in the meantime, in between time, folks, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting will always glorify the hunter.